I'll just say that given the nature of the space that I'm in right now, I am kind of at the mercy of the natural elements, i.e. the weather. So if you hear my voice raising considerably throughout the practice, I'm just trying to counterbalance the sound of the rain on the roof where I am. So bear that in mind. And if everybody would just like to come into a seated, legs crossed position, we just begin to establish presence before we get into our flow this morning. And we're going to start to engage what I like to call myself the Kemetic roots or Kemetic stance. And this applies regardless of whatever posture you're in. You could be lying down, you could be standing up, you could be seated. But what it is, it's basically energy engagement, and it's rooting yourself, your core, to the earth. It's ensuring that your body's present, your muscle groups are engaged but relaxed. So we want to engage our body with the energetic field of the tissues rather than the actual strain of the physical tissues themselves. But we do kind of use both. But with the practice, you learn how you can kind of differentiate between the two of them, and gain benefits by making those differentiations. So, as always, we're going to begin at the roots, near the root chakra, and we're going to focus our inward attention on the coccyx of the spine. Bring your attention to your seat bones and just make sure that you've got a firm connection with the earth. You might have to adjust your muscles in your buttocks to make sure that connection's crisp. Again, bring your attention to the sacrum and the coccyx. And just energetically start to visualize and imagine and feel this space in the very base of your spine, centered around your pelvic region towards the front. Just energetically connecting with the earth underneath you, with the floor underneath you. And just kind of roots yourself from the base of your spine into the earth. You might benefit from some props right now, some cushions or whatever it takes to kind of prop your knees up, just to ensure that you got maximum comfort. Start coming up from the base of the spine through the body, energetically. And we're going to bring length into the spine. So come up to the lower ribs and just pull and lift your lower ribs up and away from the top of your hips, bringing lengthening to that lower spine. Keep traveling up the body as you arrive at the shoulders, and just give yourself just a light shoulder lift. Roll the shoulders back and lower the shoulders so that the energy is pulling the shoulders through down to the elbows towards the base of the earth. And that kind of just assumes a more upright, sturdy position in the mid-spine and upper spine. Try and maintain that energetic connection and awareness of the roots as you're coming up through the body. We're going to continue up to the neck. And we want to gain maximum lengthening in the neck. So we're just going to slightly tuck our chin, not to chest, just a slight tuck so that you can feel the back of your neck open and fully lengthen. Keep traveling up. Now we're going up to the top of the cranium where we meet the crown. Energetically, put your focus into the crown of your head and feel like you're lifting or raising the crown of your head towards the roof or the sky. Maintain that energetic connection and awareness of the roots of the sacral as it connects with the earth. Simultaneously, try and gauge that connection between the crown and the heavens. So what we've got now is a full lengthening of the spine. What we're trying to do is open and separate the vertebrae so that as we're breathing and channeling throughout the practice, the relevant circulation, the relevant energy channels can travel freely through the spine, which is the core, the essence of our power and our energy channeling through the body. We're going to bring our attention to the breath, maintaining this energetic presence in the posture. And just start to become aware of your breath. And ask yourself, observe yourself, how you're breathing naturally today. Is it shallow to the chest? Is it a little bit deeper to the solar plexus region? Is there not much breathing going on at all, consciously? Whatever the state of your breath this morning, we're now going to get in tune with the breath and begin to consciously control and be aware of this breath. So in your next inhalation, through the nostrils, I want you to pull that breath in and down and allow that breath to descend through the chest right to the base of the belly, to that same region that we was focusing on in the base of the spine and the pelvic area. Pull the breath right down to this region, and as that happens, you want to begin to feel and notice your torso expand as this breath fills in to the core of your being. As your vessel fills up, the last to expand you should feel would be the chest. Once you've got a full inhalation, hold the breath, retain the breath. 1 or 2 seconds. And then release the breath smoothly and softly and in the same controlled manner which you pulled it in through the nostrils. Again, inhalation. And we're going to start to engage the visualization potential of the mind. So as you're breathing into the belly, as you're feeling the presence of your tissues, as your body expands, as your bone, your ribs expand, we're going to visually track the breath on its journey as it comes up through the nostrils, travels down to the base of your core, as your body is retaining it and filling up with the light. And then we're also going to track and trace it as it goes up and back out through the nostrils. And just keep this conscious breath going. Maintain the Kemetic root, the stance, that awareness of your posture, that upright and lengthened spine position. But keep the primal focus on the breath and the sensations of the body as the breath enters, retains, and leaves. Remember, once you've exhaled the breath, you want to retain and hold and pause, allowing the body to experience that sensation of emptiness. A second or two before we inhale once more. So there's 2 pauses in the Kemetic breathing sequence. We call it the rule of 4 in total. There's the inhalation. There's the pause where we retain that full inhalation. Then there's the exhalation. That's step 3. Step 4 is the pause once we've exhaled the full breath. we're retaining that energetic sensation of the body being depleted of breath. Just as important as when the body is full. Then we're ready to receive. We're ready to inhale once more. Now I want to start us to begin to apply a little bit more control over the breath. So on your next inhalation, we're going to go into what we might call the equilibrium states, where we're controlling the influx of the breath and the timing and the pacing. So I want us to just breathe in, and as we inhale, try and gauge the breath with a count of 6. So by the time you reach the 6th second, the body should be full. We hold the pause for a second or two. And then on exhalation, we want to control that breath for 6 seconds. So that once you reach the 6th second, the body should be fully depleted. And we're just gaining a balance and an equilibrium between the inhales and the exhales. And yoga is about bringing balance to your mind, balance to your physical, and balance to your spiritual. So we want to actively engage in this practice. Maintain that Kemetic root, that posture, that presence. Maintain the visual eye over the breath as it enters. You can visualize it as light, as color, however you please. And maintain that conscious control over the breath. As you keep that going, I'll just explain that today we're going to dedicate this practice, and we're going to base the postures and the poses of this practice around the digestive system and revitalizing digestive health. So this morning we're actively engaging in our own digestive, regenerative health. And each time we breathe to the belly, I want us to imagine, visualize, set our intention on that breath being filled with healing, regenerative force. And as it enters and channels through the body, as it fills up every cell within your body with oxygen and what we call prana or chi or ankh, life force, you are offering yourself, you are delivering yourself regenerative energy. You are releasing resistance and tension all throughout the body, which poses blockages to your thoughts, to your manifestations, to your replications of your cells. Digestion is so important because, as we discussed in the digestive workshop in the week, when we have imbalances in our digestive system, this affects not only the absorption of nutrients in the food, but also the absorption of new ideas, of new thoughts, of new information that's coming into the body. The physical is just a manifestation of our other bodies, our etheric, our astral, our spiritual bodies, our mental bodies, our emotional bodies. So an imbalance anyway is an imbalance everywhere. And this morning, I'm just going to actively engage and consciously release some of those blockages and bring balance to those spaces of imbalance. Okay, now we're going to begin. Outstretch your legs out in front of you. Feet together. Maintain the lengthening of the spine. Hands on your thighs. And just ensure, give yourself a moment to make sure that you've got that Kemetic root engagement of the base of the spine. Likewise, in the crown of your head. I want you to bring your toes to a flexed position so your toes are pointing towards your face and your chin. And as you do that, you'll begin to feel the engagement of your calves and your hamstrings. And that's what we're doing. We're lengthening and opening up those muscles in the legs. Take the palms of your hands, place them underneath the knees, and just bring a slight lift and bend to your knees. You might have to adjust your buttock muscles here to make sure that you maintain that connection, that firm, clean connection with the earth. The feet and the heels are together. Hands are on top of the knees now. Maintain that lengthening of the spine. As you inhale, slide your palms down towards the ankles. As you pause, put the palms of your hands around the back of your ankles and get a firm grip of your feet. Exhale here and relax. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Maintain the flexing of the feet. As we exhale, I want you to lean and fold forward, compressing the torso against your thighs. Allow your elbows to fall to the floor and allow your chin to fall over your knees, or as close to this as possible. Inhale, and as you inhale, feel the torso expand and compress against the thighs. As you retain the breath, feel the presence and engagement of the body. And as you exhale, see if you can lengthen from the base of your spine right to the crown of your head. And see if you can sink your chest a little bit deeper and closer to your thighs. Inhale once more. Retain the breath. Exhale. See if you can push the base of the spine closer to the floor. See if you can pull your abdominal region tighter towards your thighs. Release the ankles, palms facing the floor, but arms outstretched. As you inhale, raise the body up, lengthening the spine, palms raising to shoulder height. As we exhale, lower the knees, lower the hands to the thighs. Kemetic roots, engage, flex your feet to your face. Once more, palms to the back of the knees. Bring a slight lift and bend. Hands on top of the knees. Inhale, slide the hands down to the ankles. Flip them round the back and get a firm grip. Exhale, relax. Inhale, engage the body, lift the chin, lift the chest. As we exhale, lower the chest, the torso against the thighs. Lower the chin to the knees, elbows to the floor, and relax the body here. As we inhale, feel the abdominal organs compress and massage against the thigh muscles. Retain the breath. As we exhale, see if we can lengthen from the base of the spine right to the top of the neck. As we pull slightly on the ankles to help us lengthen through the spine, engage the toes, keep them flexed as we exhale, lengthening the hamstrings, lengthening the calf muscles. One more inhalation, breathe in. This time, see if we can visualize, track the breath to the core. As we retain the breath, just imagine and intend that healing potential to regenerate every cell of your body. And as we release the breath, release any blockage, any tension, any resistance. Allow that to exit the body. Relax, release the ankles, palms facing the floor. Hands outstretched in front of you. As we inhale, lift and raise the body up to full lengthening, arms to shoulder height. As we exhale, lower the knees, lower the palms to the thighs, flex your feet. Kemetic roots, engage your posture. We're going to do this one more time. And the purpose of this is not only to engage the spine and actively lengthen the spine, ensuring that life force and energy is traveling up throughout the body, but more so, we'll be doing a lot of postures today that engage the torso and compress against the thighs and the other tissues of the body. And what we're doing here, we're not only massaging the organs as we breathe in, but we're kind of, the compression and the release is like you're squeezing them, you're astringing the organs. And if you're consciously active in the breathing process, you can send that intention of regenerative force to these organs. And one more time, palms to the back of the knees, slight lift and bend. This is the pyramid seated forward fold. Hands to the top of the knees. As we inhale, slide the hands to the ankles. Pause, flip the palms to the back of the ankles, get a firm grip. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lift the chin, lengthen the spine, lift the chest. Exhale, release through the spine, bring the chest down to the thighs, chin to the knee, elbows to the ground. Relax your shoulders, retain the breath. Visualize. Exhale, release the breath, release the tension, release the strain. Pause. Inhale, feel the sensations, actively engage the organs as they compress against the thighs. Pause, feed the cells. Exhale, release the waste. And each time we exhale, you should notice how much more comfortable this gets, how much deeper we can go into the pose and the posture, how much we begin to think less about the strain and resistance and more about the comfort and the meditation of the pose. Breathe in for the last time. Make sure your feet are flexed and stay engaged. Feed the body, feed the cells. Exhale and release the ankles, palms to the floor. Outstretch the arms. Inhale as we lift and rise, palms to shoulder height. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the palms to the thighs. Relax your shoulders. Bring your feet back into the cross-leg position. This should now be a little bit more comfortable than it might have been when we first sat down this morning. Assume your Kemetic roots. That should be the full engagement. You should directly go to the root of your core. Feel that energetic engagement. It's kind of a pushing against the earth, but as we push against the earth with that root, with the sit bones, we're actually increasing the connection between the physical. You should be coming up the spine. You should be lifting the lower ribs away from the top of the thighs. Your shoulders should be rolled back and engaged and now pulling down towards the earth. The chin is slightly tucked. The crown is extending up to the heavens. On the next inhalation, let your arms and hands raise up to shoulder height in front of you, palms facing down. Place the left hand behind the right. Turn and twist the torso only over your left thigh. As we exhale, lower the palms below the knee, about an inch below the knee. As we inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the chin, lift the chest. Exhale, We're going to keep our right buttocks pinned to the floor, but we're just going to allow the chest to fall towards the left thigh, chin towards the left knee, and just allow the body to come down as much as it will allow this morning. Don't force yourself. Maintain comfort, but at the same time, we're going to encourage the body to release and open up. So we don't want to be too comfortable, but we do want to find that sweet spot. Inhale. As we inhale, feel the abdominal compress against the thigh. As we exhale, see if we can sink a little bit deeper towards that thigh this morning, chin over the chest. Maintain the connection between the right buttocks and the floor. Inhale one more time. Feel the compression. Guide the breath. Hold. Release. Release the hands from the knee. As we inhale, rise the spine, letting the hands follow and lift to shoulder height. Turn and twist the torso over to the right thigh this time. Right hand inside of left palm. As we exhale, lower the palms, get a firm grip behind the knee. Make sure both buttocks are actively engaged and connected to the earth. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. As we exhale, lower the chest towards the right thigh, chin towards right knee. Maintain the connection between your left buttocks this time and the floor. Inhale. Allow the body to fill. Retain the breath. Exhale. Sink deeper. Chin over or towards the knee as far as you can go this morning. Don't force, but do encourage. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Sink that little bit deeper. Release the right knee. Inhale your body up. Palms follow to shoulder height. Turn and twist the body. So now your chest is central and facing forward. As we exhale, lower the palms to the floor. Inhale, lift, lengthen the spine, raise the chest. As we exhale, just walk your palms forward, but maintain that connection between the coccyx and the base, the floor underneath you. Inhale once more, lift the chin, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. As we exhale, lower the chest towards the floor, elbows towards the floor, chin towards the chest. And see if we can walk our hands forward further. You might be lifting your elbows off the floor as your arms lengthen out in front of you. And we want full lengthening of the spine here. Breathe in. And as you exhale, see if there's any more room for lengthening, any more space that you can create in your spine from the top of your shoulders right down to the fingertips. Relax here. Good. Slowly walk your hands back, one palm at a time. On your next inhalation, lift and raise the body, palms up to shoulder height. As you exhale, lower the hands to your knees. Inhale, open your wingspan, extend the hands out either side, flip the palms to the front. As we exhale, lower the palms, your little fingertips towards the floor. Maintain that lengthening and that expansion of your wings. Your chest is open. Turn, rotating the shoulders, but turning your palms up towards the heavens. As we inhale, maintain that extension, that expansion, but lift your arms up either side of the body. 3/4 of the way. Pause. Full extension of the fingertips. Exhale, bring your hands together, your palms together into prayer. Lift the chin. Maintain that connection between the roots. Maintain that elevation feeling of the crown. As we exhale, lower the wrists by bending the elbows, bringing the wrists down to the knees, and maintain, engage your Kemetic roots. That was sesh 1. We call that pose sequence sesh, which basically means a scribe. And once again, you might have picked up that what we was doing was actively engaging, compressing, massaging, and feeding the organs of the abdominal region. And as I'm talking, just keep breathing. Try and maintain that conscious breath as we go through the practice. Outstretch your feet in front of you, toes flexed and engaged. Now lower the body, lower the back, and come into a lying position. And as you're lying down here, I'll be sitting up so you can hear my voice. But as you're lying back on the floor, just engage the presence of the body and feel that weightlessness of the body as you're being held and supported up by the floor. Actively engage the breath. And this time, if you can place your right palm on top of your navel and your left palm on top of your chest. And what we're going to do now is ensure that we're applying the same level of consciousness and benefit to the breath as we did while we were seating. As we inhale, feel the right hand rise with the expansion of the torso. Feel the left hand rise as the top of the vessel becomes filled with breath. Pause. Exhale. Feel the hands sink into the body. Pause. Inhale, feel the body expand. Engage the visual eye. Retain the breath. Exhale. Good. Now keep that sequence of breath going as we go through the next postures. And what we're going to do now, I want you to, on your next inhalation, raise your right knee into the air and plant your right sole firm, flat on the ground. Raise your left knee in the air. Lower the left sole to the ground. Lift and raise your right sole off the ground and bring your knee in towards your chest. Take your hands, place the right hand inside of the left and take a firm grip just an inch or two below your right knee. Your left foot should be planted to the earth. As you inhale, lift the chin up towards the knee, the right knee. And as you exhale, pull that right knee down towards the chest and extend the left foot forward. As you inhale, feel the torso expand against the right thigh. As you exhale, pull that right knee in closer to your chest. See if you can lift the chin up a little bit higher. Shoulders off the ground. And relax the body. Lower the right foot to the floor. Palms to the ground. Shoulders to the ground. Back of the head
to the ground. Bring your left knee back up, left foot to the ground, both knees meet. This time, lift your left leg off the ground, place your right hand to the inside of your left palm and get a firm grip just below the left knee. Inhale, lift the shoulders and the back of the head off the ground. Pull your chin in towards your knee. As you exhale, lengthen and straighten the right foot this time and pull that left knee down in towards your torso, knee towards your chest, and try and bring the chin up to meet the knee. Inhale, feel the body expand. As you exhale, open those thigh muscles in the right leg and pull that left knee down towards the chest. You'll feel the pinching and the opening in the hips. Exhale, release. Lower the left foot to the ground, back of the head and shoulders to the ground. Extend your left foot to meet your right. Bring your right knees back into the air, both feet planted to the ground. This time, I want you to lift both knees up into the air, both feet off the ground, and see if you can hug both knees, bringing your right palm across the knees, left palm across the knees, and see if you can grab opposite sides of each elbows. Lift your shoulders and back of the head off the ground. Inhale, feel your chest and your abdominal compress against your thighs, and as you exhale, pull those knees down towards your chin. Flex your feet and try and maintain the base of your spine, the connection between the base and the earth. So we're not trying to lift too far off the earth. We're trying to lift our shoulders and head so our chin is meeting our knees as they're coming down to our chest. But we really want to maintain that full lengthening of the spine, especially towards the base with the floor. Feel the compression potential as you inhale. Release the knees, lower the feet to the ground, palms to the floor. Outstretch the feet, relax the body. Right hand onto the torso or the navel, left hand onto chest, and just ensure that you're maintaining the breath, breathing to the belly, and just begin to feel the subtle sensations of the body. Now the body's been energized and opened up. Circulation is getting into spaces between spaces that it wasn't before. The blood is flowing with a richer pulse. The heart is beating with a richer beat. The mind is engaged. And be aware of the presence you feel within yourself. Good. Now, if you can, bring your hands into prayer position, outstretched above your shoulders. So your body is at a full lengthening. Now, listen carefully. Lift your left foot and place it over the right ankle. What we want to do as we inhale, see if we can push the fingertips far away from the body and the heels of the feet far away in the opposite direction. So we're getting a full lengthening. As we exhale, I want you to bring your heels towards the right side of your body and your fingertips and wrists also towards the right side of your body. But we're pushing the hips out to the left. Try and maintain connection between both shoulders and the floor as you do this. So now what you're doing is you're creating a bow shape with your body. Inhale, full lengthening. As you exhale, see if you can push your hips ever so slightly further out. See if you can encourage your heels and your fingertips ever so slightly further to the right, creating a deeper bow. And as you inhale, bring your body back into a straight aligned position. And we're going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. So release the left foot off the right. And this time, place your right ankle over the left foot. Outstretch the arms behind the body, away from the shoulders, full lengthening. Inhale, lengthen, fingertips away from the body, heels away from the body. As you exhale, push your hips out to the right this time, but bow your ankles and your palms, your wrists, towards the left side of the body. Pause with the exhalation. Inhale. Feel the body expand in this position. As you exhale, see if we can increase the depth of that bow. Encourage your right hips. Your hips further out to the right. Ankles and wrists a bit deeper towards the left. Inhale. Bring your body back into alignment. Release the ankles. Bring your hands and your arms either side of the body, palms facing down. Bring your feet together. Flex the toes in towards the face. Raise the palms off the ground above the thighs. Lift the shoulders, the head and the chin up as if you're looking at your toes. And on your next inhalation, raise the body up into a seated position. If that's a bit too difficult for you, for whatever reason, you can turn the body over onto your right side, place your left palm onto the floor and push up the left palm just to help the body up this morning. Come back into your seated cross-leg position. Kemetic roots. And I'm just going to stand so I can kind of explain to you which muscle groups and which energy channels we was engaging this morning. Now we have our physical system, but running through the body, we also have energy channels, which the Chinese and the Orient refer to as the meridian channels. And these meridian channels, these pathways of energy, course throughout the body, and every organ and tissue that they cross over, or every organ and tissue that lies on that pathway, they energetically engage and feed. When it comes to the digestive system, there's a couple significant meridian channels that are engaged with the digestive system. The main one being the stomach, which is quite funny. The stomach meridian channel, it actually begins beneath the eye, I believe. And it kind of runs down the face towards the chin. And when it gets to the bottom of the jawline, it kind of goes back up into the cranium. And then it comes back down to the outside of the clavicle. It comes down, descends past the nipple, comes a little bit slightly in as it goes down past the navel and the stomach. And then it runs down the thigh, right down the leg, and kind of finishes up. I think it's the second toe. The tip of the second toe is where that energy channel finishes. And that's the stomach, and the stomach is paired up and related to the spleen. Keep the breath going as I'm talking. And as I'm talking, just try to visualize these channels and breathe the breath down the course and the line of these channels. Another significant meridian channel that, as it relates to digestion, is that of the large intestines. That's a different pathway. Yeah. And the large intestines is very responsible in some of the absorption of our reality and our foods, but also in the formation of releasing that which doesn't serve us and eliminating the waste from our mind, from our thoughts, from our emotions, from our food. This pathway begins at the tip of the index finger, and it runs up along the arm, runs past the elbow to the shoulder, comes up through the neck, and it kind of finishes on the opposing side of the nostril. Yeah. So throughout the course of these poses, especially as we continue and come to our feet, we're going to be engaging in poses that kind of open up these energy channels and stimulate these energy channels to try and release any blockages. Come onto your hands and knees. Tabletop position. And again, we're just going to engage some of those meridian channels right now. Open up and space out your fingers and your palms. In this position, make sure that your shoulder joint is stacked directly aligned and above your wrist joints. Make sure that your hip joints are stacked directly and aligned above your knee joints. Your knees should be hip width apart. At this point, actively engage the creases of your elbows and turn them inwards so that the creases are facing the front of the body. And as you do that, as you bring that rotation and that turn to the elbow joints, you feel the arms kind of strengthen and sort of lock. Now we're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. If you remember from last week, as we inhale, we're going to lift the chin and the head towards the heavens. We're going to dip and lower the torso towards the ground, creating that arch in the back of the spine, lifting the hip up towards the heavens also. As we exhale, we're going to reverse that motion. We're going to push off the ground, bringing an arch into our back. But this time we're tucking our chin in towards our chest. And we're tucking our pelvis under the spine. Inhale, reverse the motion. Dip the belly towards the floor. Lift the chin, the chest, and the hips up. Exhale. Push off the ground. Arch the spine. High as you can. Chin to your chest. Pelvis tucked under. Inhale, reverse the motion. Exhale, reverse the motion. One more time. Inhale, reverse the motion. Exhale. Once more before coming into neutral spine. Good. Now we're going to come into a camel pose. Listen carefully. Inhale, lift the palms off the ground, come up into a full lengthened spine. So you're standing up off your knees. Exhale, lower the palms and the arms either side of the body. Now, as you inhale, push your hips and your pelvis forward, allowing your spine to arch backwards slightly. And just begin to allow the back of your head to fall. Feeling the opening across the whole front pathway of the body, of the torso, right up through the neck. As you inhale, see if you can drive your shoulders and your elbows back further and push your pelvis out further. And just be aware of your palms now and your fingertips. See if you can place them behind you towards the heels of your feet. If this gets all too uncomfortable for you, come out of the posture and just lower the seat bones into the heels into what we call sesh 3. See if you can lower your wrists and your palms just slightly behind you. And as you inhale, lift the chin. As you exhale, lower the back of the head. And you can gain that same sort of opening through the knees, right up, through the neck, through the torso. If you're still in the camel pose, listen. As you inhale, lift the chest and the hips up further away. As you exhale, see if you can just slide the hands a bit further down the feet, releasing the neck, opening the body. On your next inhalation, slowly rise up, releasing the feet, lift the shoulders, the back of the head. As you exhale, sink your buttocks into your heels, hands on your thighs. Maintain your posture. Feel the body sensations. Inhale, lift up off your heels, back into our erect position. We're going to do the same again. As we exhale, pull the shoulders down towards the body, full posture engagement. Sorry, shoulders down towards the earth. Inhale, push your pelvis forward. Allow your shoulders to arch and fall back. Allow the back of the head to weightlessly fall. Inhale once more. Begin to drive the shoulders back, elbows back, and look for the back of the heels with the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, lift the chest, lift the pelvis up and away from the body. As you exhale, try and increase the spine and the lengthening. Get a firm grip of the feet. Breathe in this position. As you breathe, feel the torso expand, the ribs expand. As you exhale, feel the deepening and the arch of the spine. Inhale, come up off the back of the heels. Lift the spine, come into erect body. As you exhale, lower the seat into the heels, palms onto the thighs, and breathe. Inhale, lift the hands to shoulder height. As you exhale, lower the palms to the ground. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, lower the chest over the thighs and extend your hands out in front of you, palms to the ground, forehead towards the floor. Child's pose. And for the sake of this practice in particular, we're going to ensure that our knees and our heels are together as we forward fold over them. This way, as we breathe in with every breath, we can once again feel the torso and the abdominal compress against the thighs, massaging the digestive tract. As we exhale, see if we can push the coccyx back a little bit further into the heels. At the same time, see if we can extend the fingertips ever so slightly further away from the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Relax your facial muscles. This is child's pose, and this is a very restorative position. And anytime the body enters a restorative phase, that is automatically coupled with a digestive phase. So in yoga, we're stimulating the parasympathetic system, which is known as the rest and digest side of your system, as opposed to the sympathetic, which is the fight or flight, more related with stress or active conditions. Good. Now listen carefully. Lift the head up and take the gaze in between the palms of your hands. Take a deep inhalation. Feel that chest compress against the thighs for the last time. Lift the elbows off the floor. And as you exhale, bring a bend to the elbows and drive your chin and your chest forward through the body so that your chin becomes aligned in the middle of your palms. As you inhale, lift the chest up, chin up, so you've got a deep arching into the back. Push your pelvis down towards the floor, and you're pushing up off the palms of each hand. This is into the wajet, known as the cobra. Inhale. As you exhale, see if you can sink your pelvis deeper into the floor. Lift your chin and your chest higher. Push harder off the floor. Bring in a deeper arch. Inhale. Come into tabletop position. Walk your left palm back, your right palm back. Lower the seat into the heels. Lift the left palm off the floor and lower the left elbow and forearm to the ground. Lift the right palm off the floor. Lower the right elbow and forearm to the ground. Lower the chin to the chest. Then on the next inhalation, raise the chin and take the gaze forward. You might find you're in the position of the Sphinx. Breathe here. Feel the torso compress against the thighs. Exhale. Good. Again, extend the left palm forward, full lengthening of the left arm. Extend the right palm forward. Inhale, lift the chin and the gaze take between the palms of your hands. As you exhale, bring a bend to the elbows and lift the elbows off the ground and drive the body forward, chin and chest along the floor. When your chest comes in between your palms, inhale and lift the body up, pushing the palms off the ground, raising the chin and the chest. Lower the pelvis towards the earth. Inhale, feel the body fill with breath. Retain that breath. As you exhale, push further off the palms of your hands. Lift the chin, lift the chest, sink the pelvis deeper towards the ground. Point the toes away from the body. Inhale, come back into tabletop position. Walk the left palm back. Walk the right palm back. Walk the left palm back to the left knee. Walk the right palm back to the right knee. Sink the buttocks into the heels. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest. Cheetah. Lift the left hand off the ground. Lower the left elbow and the left forearm and the left palm to the ground. Lift the right hand off the ground. Lower right elbow, right forearm, and right palm to the ground. Lower the chin to the chest. On your next inhale, lift the chin, take the gaze forward. Sphinx. Breathe. Actively feel the compression and the massaging of the digestive organs. Extend the left palm forward, full lengthening in the arm. Extend the right palm forward. Sink your coccyx into your heels further, so you've got a full lengthening. Inhale, take the gaze between the palms. As you exhale, lift the elbows, bring a slight bend and drive the body forward. Chin and chest to the floor. As your chest comes in between your palms, inhale, Lift the body upright, push off the palms, chin and chest high, sink the pelvis towards the ground. Inhale. Lift the chin and the chest. As you exhale, push further off the palms, descend that pelvis deeper towards the earth. Hold that pose. As you inhale, come back into tabletop position. Walk the left palm back, right palm back. Take another walk back with the left palm so it meets the left knee. Walk the right palm back to left knee. Lower the seat into the heels. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest, lengthen the spine. Cheetah. Lift the left palm. Lower the left elbow, forearm and palm to the floor. Lift the right palm. Lower the right elbow, forearm and palm to the floor. Lower the chin to the chest. Inhale. Lift and take the gaze forward. Sphinx. On your next inhalation, come up into the tabletop position. Step the left foot in between the palms of the hands. In a low lunge position, but we're not lifting the knee. I want you to hug underneath the left thigh. So you're crossing your arms underneath the thighs. On your next inhalation, I want you to lift and raise the body up, raising the arms either side of the body, 3/4 of the way. Really point your fingertips to the heavens here. As you exhale, bring the palms to a close, prayer position above the head. Place the left hand behind the right. Inhale, full stretch up, lengthen the body, open the torso. As we exhale, lower the palms to the left knee. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. As we exhale, we're going to open up the pelvis and we're going to sink. We're going to open up the thighs and sink this pelvis down, drive it down towards the ground. Opening the left hamstring, opening the right thigh, and opening these hips and this pelvis as deep and as far as you can go. Take a deep inhalation, lift the chin, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, push back and lengthen the arms, allowing the spine to arch backwards. And begin to allow the back of your head to fall gracefully as you open the front of your throat, exposing the throat chakra. Lift the chin back up, raise the shoulders and the spine back into lengthening. And as you exhale, lower the chest to the knee and lower the palms back down to the ground. Good. Come back into tabletop position. Step the right foot forward in between the palms. Cross your arms underneath your right thigh. As you inhale, lift and raise the body, raising the arms either side. 3/4 of the way, pause. Full stretch, full lengthening, fingertips to the heavens. As you exhale, bring the palms to a close into prayer position. Place the left palm at the back of the right. Inhale, full lengthening of the body. As you exhale, lower the palms to the right knee. Inhale, lift the chin and the chest. As you exhale, this time, drive that pelvis down towards the ground. Open the right hamstring. Open the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen the body. Raise the chin, raise the chest. As you exhale, lengthen the arms, pushing back off the knee, allowing the spine to arch backwards, back of the head to fall. Lift the chin and the chest. With the inhalation, raise the body. Exhalation, lower the chest to the knee. Allow the palms to fall either side of the right foot. Back into tabletop position. Step the left foot forward, back in between the palms. This time, come up onto the toes of your right foot. Lifting the right knee off the ground into the runner's lunge position. And now you'll really feel the active engagement of that right thigh. Listen carefully. On the inhalation, we're going to lift the body, lift the palms up, 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 so that the fingertips are pointing to the heavens, and we're coming up into a low lunge position. Try and keep that right leg as straight and actively engaged as possible. As we exhale, lower the knee back to the ground, lower the palms to the ground. Tabletop position. Step the right foot in between the palms, come up onto the toes of the left foot, lift the left knee off the ground. Your next inhalation, lift the body up, lift the arms and the shoulders up, palms up to the sky. Biceps either side of the ears. Inhale, full lengthening. Exhale, point those fingertips further towards the sky. Inhale, lower the left knee to the ground. Lower the left instep and lower the palms to the ground. Good. Now step that left foot to meet your right. So you come up onto the soles of both feet. Now we're in a forward fold position. Relax and just feel the weight of the body as it folds. Allow the head and the crown to hang towards the earth. Now I want you to take a grip with your palms to the back of the ankles. Bring a slight bend to your knees. Inhale, lifting the chin and the chest. And as you exhale, compress and fold the chest over the thighs. And try and encourage the crown of your head to meet the earth, whilst also lifting your hips up towards the heavens. So we're getting a full lengthening of the spine. Inhale here. Exhale. And try and sink a little bit deeper. Chin over the knees. Chest to the thighs. Release the ankles. Bring your hands in front of you into a pyramid shape. Take a deep inhalation here. And as you exhale, try and encourage that pyramid to the ground. Bring as much bend to the knees as possible, as needed. But just lay your palms flat to the ground. And you'll really feel the pull and the tug in the hips and the thighs here. Good. Now lengthen and straighten the knees, fingertips to the earth, or as close to as possible. On your next inhalation, I want you to slowly rise with the inhalation, stacking one vertebra of the spine on top of the other, one at a time. Lifting and raising the body. Last to lift and raise is the chin. As we exhale, allow the fingertips to descend, shoulders to descend towards the earth. Chin is raised. Engage the crown, lifting towards the heavens. And relax the body. Good, we made it to the feet. Now we want to engage the Kemetic roots, full body engagement. So in the standing position, we begin at the soles of the feet, and we want to feel a firm, energetic connection between the soles of the feet and the earth. So imagine that you're trying to push away off the earth with the soles of the feet. And that's that kind of marriage, that bond that we want to achieve. Come up the legs. Slight micro bend in the knees. We don't want to lock the knees here because that kind of cuts off the energy flow. We want to maintain a soft micro bend in the knees. We want to come up into the thighs. And we want to actively engage the thighs by lifting the thighs up into the torso. So it's like we're trying to pull those thigh muscles up into our torso. And you just feel the activation and firmness in the roots of your body. We come up to the pelvis. Now, what I want you to do is just make sure and ensure that you've got your pelvis tucked underneath your spine, rather than allowing your kind of spine or your backside to cock out. Yeah, tuck the pelvis underneath by tucking the coccyx underneath. Good. Come to the top of your hips and just be aware of your lower ribs. Lift your lower ribs, up and away from the top of your hips, creating that lengthening in the lower spine. Keep coming up the body, but maintain the energetic engagement of everything underneath. Come up through the chest, come up into the shoulders, give a slight lift to the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, and then allow the shoulders to descend right through the arms to the fingertips towards the floor. So your palms are facing inwards. It's what we call Kemetic palms. Keep coming up through the body, up through the neck, slightly tuck the chin. So you've got a full lengthening in the back of the neck. Come up to the crown of the head. Energetically, imagine lifting that crown up towards the roof. So now we've got those two opposing forces again. We've got the soles pushing against the floor. And we've got the crown pulling towards the roof. Full lengthening of the body, body's engaged. Breathe. Breathe to the belly. Retain the breath. Exhale. Retain the pause. Now, by rotating at the shoulders, open your palms out. On your inhalation, begin to lift the arms up either side of the body, 3/4 of the way. Pause here with the breath. Full extension of the body, fingertips to the heavens. With the exhalation, bring your palms to a closed prayer position. Inhale, lift the chin up towards the heavens, looking at your thumbs. As you exhale, release the back of the head, open up the front of your neck. Inhale, raise the head back between the biceps, bring the back of the palms together, and as you exhale, lower your hands with the breath either side of the body. Good. Now, I want you to separate your heels, then separate and open your toes outside of your heels. So your toes are at 10 and 2. Then open your heels again so that they lie outside of the toes. So it's just 3 shifts, 3 movements, heels, toes, heels. So now the toes are pointing slightly inwards. Your hips, your knees and your feet should be slightly wider than hip width apart, ever so slightly. Bring a micro bend to your knees. Now what I want you to do is just engage the palm of your hands and bring your palms together, but just separated by an inch or 2 in front of your chest. Relax your body, tuck your pelvis, and just try to feel any warmth, any signs of energy between the palms of your hands as they oppose each other ever so slightly. And you're just feeling out for the subtle energies here. You might begin to feel a slight tension or resistance in the space between the palms, and you can just begin to play with that energy field. You feel the magnetics and the repels. You just begin to play with that energy space. You might just feel a bit of heat. Lower the hands, palms facing upwards, and just bring your fingertips together like you're holding a bowl. Relax the body, tuck the pelvis, micro bend in the knees. Root connection with the soles of the feet. Try and make sure that the weight distribution in the soles of the feet is equal, meaning that there's as much weight in the toes as there is in the heels. Now, as you inhale, we're going to lift that bowl up, through and past the torso, up to the chest with the inhalation, right to the chin. When we reach the chin, we're going to turn the palms over so they're facing down. And as we exhale, we're going to allow the palms to descend back through the torso the same way they come up, right back through to the roots. As your palms reach the bottom, again, circular motion, like you're turning your palms under, so they're facing up once more. Inhale, lift the palms up, slowly, gently through the body to the chin. Flip the palms at the top. As you exhale, allow the palms to descend back to the roots. Circular motion at the bottom, palms facing up. This time, as we inhale, I want you to visualize breath, chi, prana, entering the body and life force lifting up with the palms through the roots, right through the course, to the chest, to the neck. Flip the palms, and as you exhale, you're pushing that life force back down to the roots as the breath leaves your body. Flip the palms at the bottom. Inhale. Lift this energy up through the body as it sweeps and cleanses all of the channels in your core. Flip the palms facing down. Exhale. And lower and descend this energy back to your roots. Flip the palms at the bottom. Good. Now we're going to extend that breath and extend the arms further. Inhale, lift in the same motion. Palms up through the body in time with the breath. This time, as you reach the chin, you're going to flip the palms down, but then you're going to flip them under once more, so now the palms are facing the heavens. Continue raising the palms with the breath, up past the head, and as your palms reach the apex, we're going to exhale, bringing the palms down and around the auric space of your body, circulating your body with the exhalation, bringing the palms and fingertips back together at the bottom. Inhale, lifting the palms up, raising that energy up through the body, flipping the palms at the chin. Continue the inhalation. Pause at the top. Exhale. Bring that energy around to surround the body. Lowering the palms. And just repeat this another 3 or 4 times. But really try to visualize energy in whatever form is most comfortable for you, whatever color, whatever light. But really visualize this energy being pulled up and through the body, cleansing every space it interacts with. Imagine it extending out through your crown. And then you are just pulling this energy to surround your auric field as the hands descend. Lifting and raising this energy up through the body, up and out of the crown, to follow the same path as the torsion field that surrounds our energy body constantly. We're just actively engaging in this process. But now we're directing it with our intention. So we're engaging the mind, we're engaging the body, we're engaging the spirit, we're engaging the energetic field. And relax the hands either side of the body. Now, bring the feet together. Kemetic stance. Engage the body. Rotate at the shoulders, palms facing out. Inhale, lifting the arms either side of the body, 3/4 of the way. Pause. Exhale, bring the palms together. Inhale, lift the chin, open the neck. Exhale, release the back of the neck, the back of the head. Opening this neck region further. Inhale, lift the head back between the body. And this time what I want you to do is bring your fists, your fingers into a fist. Clench your hands together. Inhale, fully lengthen the body. Point that fist up and away to the sky. As we exhale, I want you to push your right hips out to the right whilst bowing and bending your wrists and your clenched fist to the left. Inhale, bring your hips back into the center. Bring your fists back to the center. Exhale, this time push your hips out to the left. Your fists out to the right. We're kind of repeating this bow that we've done lying down. This time on our feet. Inhale, bring your body back to center. Bring the back of the palms together. Exhale, lower the body, the hands back down, either side. Good. Inhale, raise the hands up to shoulder height. Come up onto the toes of the feet. As we exhale, bring a slight bend into the knees, lowering the body whilst we're on our tiptoes. Keep your palms at shoulder height. Inhale, straighten and lengthen the legs. Remain on the tiptoes. As we exhale, we're going to sink the seat down. Again, bending the knees. This time, keep the descent going down, 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 down. Remain on the tips of your toes. Lower your palms to the ground. Lower your knees to the ground. But I want you to maintain the toes tucked underneath your feet. Inhale. Come up off the knees, raise the hands to shoulder height. Keep your toes tucked underneath your feet. And as you exhale, sink the seat into the heels of your feet. Lower the thighs, your palms to your thighs. And this is sesh 2. This is where your toes are tucked underneath your feet and you're sitting on your hips. And what you're doing here is stimulating the reflexology points that are in your toes that run through the channels of your body right up to the brain. Inhale can be very uncomfortable. Needs practice. Inhale your palms up to shoulder height. Exhale, lower your palms to the ground. Lift your toes off the floor. Give them a little bit of a twiggle. Lower your insteps to the ground. Inhale, come up onto the knees. Raise the hands to shoulder height. Exhale, lower the seat into the heels. Lower the palms to the thighs. Sesh 3. Good. Now comfortably, Come back into your seated cross-legged position. Kemetic roots. Take the palms of your hand, place them onto your shin, and just pull against that shin just to lever your spine up and lengthen your spine. Breathe to the belly. Lengthen your feet out in front, away from the body, and begin to descend the spine to the earth, lowering your shoulders, the back of the head to the earth. Place your left palm on top of your chest, your right palm over your left. Allow your thumbs to touch and connect, creating a little pyramid over your chest. Breathe to the belly, feeling the expansion. Retain the breath. Exhale. Now allow your body to just breathe as naturally as it would like to. No focus. No guiding. Just allow the body to be. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your jaw. Relax the muscles in your forehead. Allow your toes to just hang either side of the body. Relax your pelvis. And just try to scan the body here. And just feel how different it might feel now to how it felt when you sat down on the mat this morning. Just take a moment to thank yourself for actively participating in your own health regeneration process this morning. Begin to cultivate feelings of gratitude to yourself. Be aware of the conscious control and application of the breath that you've engaged in this morning. Be aware of the active mental focus you've applied this morning. Be aware of the active engagement and presence you felt in your physical body this morning. And be thankful for that potential of balance, release, and regeneration that you've just brought to every cell of your body, every energetic channel and system of your body. An imbalance anywhere is an imbalance everywhere. Likewise, bringing balance to any part of your anatomy brings balance to every part of your being. And just take the next few breaths to be aware that we sit underneath what we call the new moon. And the new moon is a key time to mentally plant new ideas for yourself, new intentions. And with this morning's practice, so much opening of the meridian channels that govern the digestive system, we've just increased our capacity to absorb new ideas. We've increased our capacity to release and eliminate any waste, material or thoughts or energy that block our highest potential. And we just increased our capacity to assimilate and utilize that which is good for us.
without it lying dormant or passing through us unutilized. So I want you to take one more active breath, and as you breathe in, allow that breath to be full of gratitude and light. As you retain that gratitude and light with the pause, one last time, conjure up anything that don't serve you today, this morning, and release it with the exhalation. Bring your feet together. Flex your toes towards the chin. Palms facing down. Raise the palms above hips. Lift the shoulders and the chin off the ground as if you're looking at your toes. And on your next inhalation, raise the body up into a seated position and lower the palms to the ground. Thanks once again for being present this morning, for engaging in that practice. Again, each pose, each posture was deliberate, for paying attention to the abdominal region, the organs, the compressions, the massaging, the breathing into this region, the opening up, the expansion of the rib cage from the tips of the toes right to the fingertips of the arms. And it was a pleasure to guide you through this morning. I hope you all have a wonderful day going forward. Much love and light, and do bear in mind that we do sit under a new moon, so really utilize that potential. And for those of you in the group who want to participate further, tomorrow evening, we'll be doing a little meditation and breathing exercise specifically dedicated to whatever intention you might carry for yourself, or whatever seed you want to plant for yourself. Till then, I'll wish you farewell in the true spirit of Kemetic culture, Hotep, which basically means an offering of peace and harmony. Have a good day, fam.